Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present to you and formally introduce Bob, Cos, and Arthur, the Play No Games podcast.
It's your favorite podcast where we talk about real life and exchange a few laughs. We sticking to our path. When you find understanding, just know that will never last. We ain't here to play no games.
What's poppin', you guys? It's Cartier Rob, and we're back here again with another latest installment of the Play No Games podcast. If you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. And if you really love what we're doing, donate. Donations. It helps us, grow and provide better production, because if you peep last video, that's what happens when you donate some money or you plan differently, which I have. So if you like 4K,
is this one in 4K too?
This one will be in 4K
right now.
You're gonna be 4K.
Oh, that's fire.
Last video was in 4K. So slight improvements to make things go. So Shine, Hero Rob will be up here, down there.
Sick.
Rocking with it.
All right.
No.
I guess I'm doing it. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking, so might as well kick it off.
So, our most interesting section.
Everyone's favorite segment.
There we
it's
go.
The Play No Games segment. Whether it can be positive, it can be negative. Just tell us what you're playing no games about. What's on your mind? I hope you cut that out.
Should I?
That was
nasty work.
That was weird.
Anyway, I'll cut it out, sure.
TMI.
What am I playing no games about? I'm playing no games about is we're getting more medically inclined. So I think it's on What's Up News or some shit like that. It's like one of the more fair and balanced news on Instagram, and they were talking about a surgery of how they're dealing with third degree burns now, and how they're dealing with third degree burns is they're putting people's arms in fish scales. And they're letting it sit for a little bit, and it's letting the wound sit in fish scales is better than bandages, and they show all that shit. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. You can wrap your arm with some fish.
That's interesting you bring that up. So my old Taekwondo instructor was in a house fire when he was younger, and had some really bad burns. But every time you shake his hand, you could feel on the back of his hand was the outline of the gauze, pretty much, that they had to bandage him with. Look at his face. I've never seen him make this. So you could see from the burns that the bandages essentially were imprinted on his skin, went all up through his arm and all that. So I have heard of that fish technique. Really sick, really cool.
Bro, have you ever shaken somebody's hand who has a little hand? That's very flails.
Yeah.
You don't want me to bleep this out?
I mean, this could get bleeped too.
Yeah, I was about
I don't know how we got the baby arm.
Exactly. I was about to say, you sure you don't want this part? But I'm just saying, that type of technology. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. And we were hating on Aquaman. Aquaman had the secret to cancer.
Who's hating on that Aquaman?
Who was?
Lots of people hate on Aquaman.
I always liked Aquaman.
The movies or just the character in general?
The character in general.
I think Family Guy made fun of him.
Yeah,
more
that's
than
about
anyone.
it.
I am a Family Guy, baby.
I am so, but
Yeah. Interesting. You know what? I'm super side tangent. I think y'all are right. I think Family Guy plugged Aquaman hate.
Low key.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Yeah, I can't think of anyone. I think everyone I know thinks Aquaman is cool, except Family Guy.
Damn. They did.
That's why they had to bump him up with Jason Momoa and all that when they did the live action.
Exactly.
Because the reputation was already tainted.
Seth MacFarlane is a demon.
Oh, I think there's a lot of Family Guy influence that we don't even think about.
Whoa, that's a topic in itself. Really quick side tangent, and then we'll go. Y'all ever seen The Boys?
Yes.
I haven't.
You should watch The Boys.
Okay.
So the first 3 seasons are really good. Fourth one gets to me.
Are you don't talk about Generation Class? That fucking.
I'm just saying the first 2 seasons are unreal.
Great. They make fun of Aquaman.
Yeah, a little bit. They have a spoof of Aquaman.
Yes. Totally based the Family Guy.
Was it stream on?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Okay, bet.
It's worth a watch.
You will enjoy it.
But
That's what I'm
Very
playing no
graphic.
games about.
okay, so what I play no games about, I've really took some time to really think this out too. Taking advantage of opportunities when they present themselves.
Yes.
And, what I mean by that is, your next day isn't promised. And we've all been told something, and I think it's BS, that, you need to forgive people because, you never know when's the next day, what the next day is going to look like.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Get your lick back when it's there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I believe in having a hateful heart
Whoa!
Okay.
when
Yeah.
appropriate. Think about this. Most of the most evil people don't die young.
Okay. All right.
If there's anything that can motivate you to level up on a bit, it's the fact that they did some wrong shit to you, and you're gonna remind them that you leveled up and spent the block 1,000 times over. Like imagine, I'm sure you had a teammate that, or some high school classmate that you didn't necessarily care for. Think about that person right now. Okay.
Yeah.
They got $500 off you.
How'd they get 500 off me?
Let's say they borrowed it from you.
Oh,
They said
okay.
okay. They said they were gonna give it back to you, and then they just
Okay.
said "fuck you,"
All right. Yeah.
and then died the next day. You have to hold that L the rest of your life.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, if you would just stepped and did some shit to them,
Yeah.
at least you could have evened the score. Mm-hmm. So I'll say all that to say, hate when appropriate, and even out the score.
Do you have a story you want to tell
dude,
us?
Like what?
Where
What
is this coming
invigorated this?
from?
What sparked this today? Stop it!
Wait,
Stop
did you
it.
please tell me you put that on mic?
That was fun.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Hey, you
that was-
missed it.
that
Come
was
on.
funny. Interesting.
For you coming up too, anyways.
No, but I was just like thinking like, nice guys don't finish. I mean, nice guys definitely finish last.
So I'll just say this. When you were saying this, that took me, and I'm going to be honest, that took me to a place because literally this weekend, I was able to kind of post a little bit of my get back, but in a way that only people would like truly know because they spoke a lot of curses of my name. And I'll just say this post validated a lot of shit that I was doing.
Felt good too. didn't
Oh,
it?
it felt fantastic because I got the messages be like, "Hey, Rob, I see what you're doing." I'm like, just put two. What did I put on my story that was abnormally not what I usually do?
You did your launch.
Something I like that. I like what you
Yeah.
did there. Yeah, we're gonna keep it there.
You were at the Boston Marathon,
Yeah.
getting revenge on the bombers.
Yes. I don't. Yeah, against the terrorists.
You're the second worst thing to happen to the Boston Marathon.
Wow.
I lost a lot. Yeah, I lost a lot that day.
This got really dark.
Yeah.
Shout out.
I seen that. Yeah. I noticed that. I noticed it wasn't on the
Close friend.
close friends.
Yeah. I
And
almost said something too about that.
I think I gave it a like, didn't I?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I'm saying is I get that, and I think to make it, I'm changing it to one thing to the people who lost their lives in Boston bombing.
Yeah, that's not a joke.
Hey, I apologize.
That was them.
Say it with the biggest smile.
I apologize.
I apologize.
I'll just say this: what Tay's talking about to me, I think I had to learn because I had to learn that couldn't be my only energy, but I always have to tell people like taking the high road sometimes. You have to mix the two. Like sometimes you gotta get your get back, and sometimes you gotta, I'm gonna take the high road. Sometimes.
Sometimes you take the high road. Other times you run a motherfucker over. Damn,
There's a
I
balance.
need to put that on a shirt. Actually,
Michelle Obama would not be happy with you.
well, I almost said something to get us canceled.
Trust me, he's already done it.
Yeah.
Something about the fish scale graft.
Yeah.
So per NIH, the only difference with as far as like healing is the skin graft with fish scales takes about 22 days on average to heal, whereas a normal like what do you call it?
Cast.
Thank you. I'm like looking for
Gauze.
takes 24 days. So it's a 2-day difference. The biggest difference between the two things is the fish scales cost 76% less.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
I wouldn't expect that.
There's only a 2-day difference in healing, but 76% less costly.
Very cool.
Goss, what you playing on games about?
Man, Portland is so back. Portland is so back, boys, gentlemen. I went through South Waterfront yesterday.
Yeah.
The cleanest I've ever seen it.
They got the white vans out.
Man, I was walking. I said the grass is cut. There's no bums.
I'm not gonna lie. The last couple times I went downtown, it has looked cleaner.
I was in Pioneer last week. Again, clean. No feces. No bums. No.
You know what's crazy?
No panhandlers.
You know what's crazy, bro? I went to Zapinto, this Thai food restaurant on 11th, I believe. Yesterday, I got some food. I'm there. This lady walks in. She has a big, like, huge widespread jacket in, with probably like some bags or cans, like someone was jumbling underneath there. So she comes in and says she needs some food to the lady behind the counter, and she's like, we can't get anything to you. I'm sorry.
The garbage is full if you want food.
Yeah, we can't help you. So, wow, that's crazy. But anyways, so she keeps on going at her about this. So you could tell that she's kind of nervous. So she's like, okay, I'll give you some rice. So she gets her a little container of rice and gives it to her. She's like, okay, I need some chicken and
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, the nerve of this motherfucker.
Why is he? But stop checking. Even the houses know that was too little of a scoop of some more chicken on my shit. Oh, I can tell you, I have been crying.
She ordered some hot sauce and some soy sauce, and I think scooped her out like a little bit of chicken in another container and threw her some water. And she was like, "This is all you got?" I was like, "Bro, y'all getting out of control." Man,
you see, in today's world, beggars are choosers. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I'm just saying. Walk a fine line.
Hey, no, God bless those that are on the streets, and, are having a hard time getting out their situation. But
God bless them. I hope they find what they're looking for.
I'll say that.
But at the same time,
that's a little far. I'll say this. I remember one time
they gotta survive.
I was trying to help this dude on the streets, and I told him I get some McDonald's. I'll give him some McDonald's. He says, "I don't want to eat that shit, motherfucker. You ain't that damn hungry."
Yeah. Exactly.
Do you want to hop on this? I feel like you have a lot to say.
Come on, you chiming back? You chiming in back there?
Come on,
say what you.
Come on, Fact Dragon. You got some facts for us?
I got no facts.
All right.
Just opinions.
Let your opinions off.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Portland's cleaned up. Downtown's not a bad place to be. That said, talking to my real estate buddy, there is a 64% vacancy rate in the downtown corporate sector. So large vacancy percentage. So it's still kind of ghost town-ish if you're down there. But in due time, Portland is back. The Coyotes just left NHL hockey-wise. They left Arizona for Salt Lake City. Portland's next up for a hockey team. I'm calling it now. Give us 3 years.
When he said the Coyotes left, I definitely just assumed he was talking about the ones at Woodlawn Park. Have you seen them since you moved?
What?
The Coyotes
on Marina Drive?
No. Oh no, even on Deacon.
On Deacon?
Yeah.
Like actual Coyotes?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're around Marine Drive and all that.
Just wait till the summer. You'll definitely see them out.
Yeah,
if you're just outside.
Lots of shit ton of rabbits over here.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of rabbits over here.
Shit ton of rabbits.
All right, good to know. But anyways,
what about the fentanyl?
Going back on Measure 110 has helped. I think that problem around town as well. I'll say this though: if you go to Chinatown, it's still Fallout.
Foil.
That's Fallout, New Vegas, right there.
Fallout boy.
Whoa.
Anyways, speaking of Fallout and speaking of ruining your career, Jontay Porter has been officially lifetime banned by the NBA. First time ever, I believe.
No.
No?
No.
Who else has a lifetime ban?
There's like one other person.
There's a few people who have received
Lifetime ban.
commissioner's lifetime ban, but had it rescinded.
Tyreek Evans.
Tyreek Evans is on that list.
Yeah.
I want to say at one point Chris Anderson was Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman, 100%.
Yeah, there's a few people.
Yeah.
I think the youngest.
Yeah, he's only 24.
He's only 24.
24, 25.
Yeah, he might be the youngest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for anyone wondering why Jontay Porter got a lifetime ban from the league is essentially due to violating league's gaming rules. So what my man did was, for example, in a span between January and March of this year, while traveling for the team, Porter placed 13 bets on NBA games using an associate's online betting account, meaning it wasn't his. It was someone through another name, but of course, guess what? That's not going to hide you very well. The bets range from a size of $15 to $22,000 for a total of $54,000 placed on bets. Let's see. The total payout bet was $76,000. So essentially, his net winnings during that period was $21,000. Someone made a hilarious graphic showing actually. So his lifetime earnings from the NBA is $2.3 million, and his earnings from betting was $21,000.
Yeah.
So hilarious that he threw that away for that.
Bro, I saw somewhere, it definitely wasn't during that period, but I can't remember if it was Chris Manage that tweeted it out. He placed a under bet on himself for 80K.
Yes, yeah.
80K.
It was yes.
Bro, you thought nobody was gonna notice this?
No, that is in here as well. So he didn't technically do it. An associate of his or a partner of his did it. Won 1.1 million, essentially betting on his unders because he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
He placed bets on his own team losing. He placed several bets on himself underperforming, like doing getting his under his averages. He was in a Discord essentially where people would pay him to receive his bets and receive insider information. So if you wanted to, you'd pay, get access to his Discord online. Some real sleaze stuff going on here. I just find it interesting that did he have a promising NBA career? He was a two-way player. I think name value got him maybe farther than it would have normally.
Yeah. Being
Michael Porter Jr.'s brother. But still, to kind of throw that, all away just for, some DraftKings bets. I don't know. It seems crazy to me. Maybe it's a mental issue. Someone may be able to speak on it. Do you think? Have you dealt with like a addiction or gaming addiction?
Hold that thought. We have a fact.
So there's been 21 people permanently banned from the NBA.
Whoa.
And 6 people have been banned and then reinstated. So 27 people in total.
Wow. Okay.
I want to say LJ Mayo might be on that list as well.
He is.
Oh yeah.
I think it was guns and drugs.
No, yeah, just drugs.
Just
Yeah.
drugs. I would say, have I ran into that personally? I would say no. But I think what we kind of have to really talk about is, and maybe this is actually weird. I was watching, kind of having the game on in the background a little bit while I was cooking yesterday, and just how readily in your face gambling is. Like, we're like 90s babies. Not like we're definitely 90s babies.
I'm a 2000s baby.
Anyway, I'll just say this. Gambling is so in your face now.
Yes.
It used to be so hush-hush where, like, I'm watching the game and I'm having John Henson, who should not be talking about basketball. I feel like we're on the same level of basketball knowledge.
What?
Yes. He's on.
Are you smoking? No, I'm talking about you.
John Henson.
Yeah.
Who's he doing broadcasting for?
Yeah. He was on, like, it was like the FanDuel, whatever, and like him and like two other
former
people.
NBA player.
Yeah. Former UNC player.
All-American at UNC.
Yep.
John Henson was a baller at UNC.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You might remember.
Nah.
He reaching a little bit.
Nah.
Solid role player too.
Nah. He sure wasn't acting like it. Anywho, all I'm saying is,
That's hilarious.
all I'm saying is, I'm seeing those guys just talk in just like constant under overs.
Yeah, I'm taking this guy on his over.
And I'm just like, bam. So it's kind of like when you look at those type of young guys, right? Where like we were betting Pokemon cards and fruit snacks and all the other stuff and things like that. But like these kids are really like betting their checks on like, hey, I think I went to a game one time and he was like, Derek White, I need 3 threes from you. He bought courtside tickets and was like, Derek White, I need 3 threes from you. And Derek White's like, oh, I got you. Like it's just so in your face now. So like,
Who said that?
I think it was Derek White.
No, I'm saying who was saying that?
It was like a YouTuber,
Okay,
like a YouTuber, TikToker. Like, oh, I need this, doing like little videos.
little
Dude,
part.
That might have been Aiden Ross.
one of them, but the player was like, "Oh, I got you," and then did it. It was like, whatever, right? But just like,
No, 100%. It's all in your face. The crazy thing is, like, someone who reported on this, Shams Sharani, if you follow NBA media, him and like Waj are the two news breaking guys. His main sponsor is FanDuel, so he's like breaking this story. If you click on his profile, it's like, sponsored by @FanDuel, all this stuff. So it's like, oh man, dude.
It's crazy to me too how players are starting, or not players rather, but fans are starting to get upset with players for basically selling on their parlays. Bro, I gotta play a game. I'm not worried about you needing 2.5 threes tonight or a block and a half.
It's like getting mad at guys like for fantasy purposes.
Yeah.
But now there's more stakes.
Yeah, I mean it's your choice to bet your rent.
Exactly.
so one thing I actually kind of want to tie into this, because I did save this, because I have like a save file thing that I do want to talk about on the show. And I'm kind of glad we're kind of like muscling this in here. But I believe his name is like Kai Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I like the commissioner's approach to like getting him help. So my question is, why can we help a Kai Jones but not a Porter? You know what I'm saying? Because like, don't get me wrong, what Kai did was, and where he was at, he needed the help. But also, this is also
okay. I'll say the difference between the two. Kai had personal issues he was dealing with that clearly off the court. Him, along with a few other guys, while I may not agree with their personal life decisions, those are the things that don't affect the brand of the NBA to the same severity. Whereas with what Jontay was doing, there are already people around the world who think sports is entertainment and it's fits. So now you're tampering the credibility of the actual play and the integrity of the play.
Yeah.
true. It's almost something the same.
That's what keeps commissioners up at night.
No, seriously.
No, I don't disagree with y'all. I'm just taking the other side of it, at the same sense of when we kind of think about how can I say this, where smoking a cigarette or eating food excessively is not looked at as like, oh, like in excess of that can really harm yourself. And sometimes we come too late to intervene with people when they really need the help. And when I'm looking at the gambling piece, right? That's a piece where like he's young. He really does. You can see the fast money of like, oh, if you join this Discord, so I guess I'm just thinking of why couldn't he have gotten an opportunity, a chance to prove himself? Like, you know?
Would you consider yourself a Blazer fan?
No.
Okay. Let's
I
say
thought you were now.
All right,
Lukewarm.
Kaz,
Lukewarm. Okay.
you're a Blazer fan.
I am a Blazer
All right,
fan,
when you
yeah.
go to a Blazer game, what are you hoping? What's your desired outcome when you're there?
That the Blazers win.
Okay. So if
It hurts.
Or the youth development at these days.
The pain.
I'm
Scoot
not-
just not have a bad.
I'm not even gonna use the individual player and like for this analogy because I don't like putting that type of energy on people's lives. But if let's just say player excellent Blazers then goes out and has
Delano Ban.
has a DV situation with his partner or whatever have you.
Oh, I see what you.
But then it's still able to play. That's not going to affect the outcome.
It's not. Yeah.
And you're not going to be upset about that. But then if you found out later that he intentionally threw the game.
Because now, not just if I put a bet on him or not, I still spent money to go to the game, to buy the beer, to cheer for him. Yeah.
And just
that's why Miles Bridges is still
yeah,
playing.
And just the emotional investment of like being there and supporting.
Yep.
I appreciate you saying that because that's also I was going to spin and go that way because you just even look at the situation of how the commissioner handles certain things, or how he handled Kyrie with that situation, how they handle all the various different things, and it just makes you as a as a consumer just what's going on,
Yeah.
So that's
at
all.
the end of the day, it's about the profit. So like the whole John Morant thing, that was about the image of the NBA.
Yeah.
The Kyrie Irving, the image and the profitability within that community.
Didn't
The what's his name? Daryl Morey China situation.
Yeah.
That's all profitability.
What was your question going to be?
But if you go hit a woman, as long as that's like your personal life.
Ja beat his case, right?
He did.
He did win the court case. Yeah.
You don't pull up your pants, you pull up, when I pull up my pants, people know
Whatever
it's about
happened
business.
with the actual gun situation in Denver?
Fact Dragon, John Morant.
John Morant, gun situation. I don't know
I
about
know.
that.
I know the assault case with the
With the
kid
kid, yeah.
got thrown out.
Yeah.
But I'm almost certain.
at the strip club.
Yeah.
Was that like a criminal case?
I
I don't know if they ever actually took it.
I don't think. No.
I don't
There was
think
like
it could-
speculation because I know the police were looking into it.
Okay.
But I think the NBA may have called in some favors because there's no way possible you get a gun from Memphis, Tennessee to Denver. You're not going to tell me you just bought one while you were out there.
No, you're true. Yeah, he would have either had to buy it there or just bring it on the team plane. Which that would probably be an NBA. The NBA is probably like, we'll handle it.
Yeah. Which one you would have had to inform? The league would have reprimanded you for that. And also, you're traveling, so you would have had to declare that through TSA.
I don't think they go through TSA if they're flying their the team plane.
Yeah, I agree.
I think they just go straight on the plane.
Yeah, you go straight onto the tar. I actually agree with that. Like, even though I don't know, I think they go straight to the
I
plane.
think the bus takes them straight to like where the ramp is.
Exactly. Now,
And when I say TSA, I don't mean the actual like general boarding
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
I know they're
Like
I
a
used to work
private
at
TSA.
Yeah, I used to
Oh,
work
did?
at the airport. Yeah, years ago.
okay.
Sick.
Yeah, I never had to do.
So you was the feds.
no,
What was in your bag?
No. I didn't work for TSA. Though.
What do you have in your pants?
You ever seen somebody pushing somebody in a wheelchair before?
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to
yeah.
do- I used to
Oh,
do
you
that.
was one of those nice guys.
Yeah, those are
I-
the nicest
I
guys.
used to make up so many stories.
What?
So you
like
were a
telling
bastard?
people? Like telling them you'd make fake stories while
Get
you're pushing the
tips.
people? Oh, to
Yeah,
get tips.
yeah,
Oh.
of course.
So you was like, yeah, my mom's foot just blown off one
Yeah,
time.
no, for sure.
You were a demon.
No.
That's some interesting karma right there. I don't know what to say with that.
No, I call that reparations.
fake story for tips. Interesting. Okay.
Hey,
Because it's always an old person. It's like, oh, here, honey.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean, they can't take it with them.
what was the
They
worst?
can't take them
What-
with them. Oh my god.
Do you can't? I'm sorry. This is a side tangent. I'm really.
Somebody gave me some yen. I almost threw it back at her.
What's
Take it to the
the
bank. They'll change it.
what was the biggest tip you ever got?
Off of one customer, probably like 75, 80.
Damn.
Damn. What story was the 80, 75 story?
I didn't even have to do too much. So we used to always want to take Hawaiian airline passengers because for whatever reason, them and Delta airline passengers were the big spenders.
Yeah.
I was with her, took her to get some food, just talking to her for a little bit. I was probably with her for like half an hour in total, so it was worth it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
I used to clean up though. Walk home with like $200 to $450 in cash every day.
You ever say you had cancer?
No, that's crazy.
Okay, I was about to say. But y'all got beef today. I actually.
Damn.
So
Damn, I never even heard about that one.
Yeah, his friend. He was on live.
Oh, was that one on live?
Yeah, that was on live.
I mean, it was on live so many times.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a court case about other than the kid with the gun? Okay.
No.
it was just talking about his suspensions.
Okay. So, if that being said, so Otani and
Yeah, Ipe and Porter are gonna be placing bets from a prison cell together pretty soon.
you gotta get him
You
the
say
right.
Otani? Sorry, I meant Ipe.
You gotta get him. He's gotta get an interpreter. That's
Who? Shohei?
no
Probably
Porter.
Shohei speaks English.
I actually want to interpret for my life. I feel like I
You
would
want
make.
what language you want to interpret?
No, he was just,
Portuguese.
the fuck?
What?
Chevache Portuguese. You could translate for all the Brazilians in the UFC.
I don't. No, I just want to. I just want to translate for myself. Sometimes I don't want to talk.
What are you
Corniest thing I've
doing?
ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
What the
I'm not
fuck?
translating anything. You just-
I
got
just
a personal
go.
assistant.
I just go, and he'd be like, "Exactly,
So Rob says he doesn't.
exactly." That's mob
You
time.
can just talk in third person then.
Very true. I do that
I'm
sometimes.
not approve of this.
I'll believe it.
Actually, you do that. Like Cartier Bob doesn't.
He does.
Yeah.
I do actually. I paid attention really well in grade school.
Yo, while we talking about the NBA though, did you guys watch the playing games yesterday?
Okay.
I caught the first one, missed the second one, just watched the highlights.
Okay, so I think it's something that the entire NBA world has been waiting for a little while now. Belt to ass. So the Kings might have officially ended the Warriors dynasty.
Oh my god.
I can't remember what the final score.
Lifelong Warriors fan over here.
I'm not.
Are you?
They just did a job for me.
Can you go bring all the Warriors gear you have in here?
Can I?
What
Whose name?
job-
Whose
what-
name? Whose
what-
name?
What job did they do for you exactly?
Hey, the Warriors fans and the KD fans came together.
What's the most gear you have out of your Kevin Durant stuff? What team do you have the most of?
Better not say.
I bet it's the Warriors.
Is
I
the
bet
Thunder?
It's the Thunder,
Is
really?
it Thunder?
I've never seen you wear one Thunder.
Because you weren't around me during those
Oh,
times.
so you just don't wear it
So you
anymore.
just
at
don't
all?
ever wear it anymore.
No.
So you have like Thunder beanies. You
Is
just
it
Yeah, I actually do have Thunder beanies.
and you just don't even wear them.
Now they're retired.
You got a jersey?
Yeah.
See a KD Thunder jersey now kind of goes hard.
Yeah.
I have a KD's Supersonic jersey.
That's like like,
Honestly, nothing.
that's like overly aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
will warm my heart more than for Shea next year to switch his number to 35.
That'd be so fire. That'd be so sick.
We'll erase this nigga's history.
They ain't gonna do that.
Like
They-
Jokic did to Melo.
Yeah.
I'm a Melo love. Melo's my favorite player of all time. But
He might still get 7 and retire with the Knicks, though. You never know.
I'd like to see it, but they may put Melo and Jokic 15 up there, which would be
Nah.
weird looking.
It's
Well,
not
that'd be two organizations that
Uh,
didn't put his number up right. La retired him.
Interesting.
I don't know how you could say that. But, no.
Anyways, back to your point.
I'm hurt, so I want to hurt other people.
But that's my point, though. Kings and Warriors, they played in the 9-10 matchup for the playing game yesterday. Outright domination.
Everyone was taking the Warriors too.
Yeah, for sure. Keegan Murray had a big game. De'Aaron Fox lost his damn mind. I believe for the second time in his career, Klay Thompson went 0 and the only other time was when he got kicked out of the game within the first 2 minutes. So,
The first NBA player with CTE.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. No. Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole,
Fair.
Ron Artest, like we had some
Fair.
nutcases. Anyways, it's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen this offseason. Klay Thompson wasn't able to work out a contract extension with the Warriors this past offseason, so he's going to be going to this summer as a free agent. There's speculation whether or not the Warriors may be off of Draymond at this point with all the shenanigans he's been involved with over the last couple of years with on-court issues, not necessarily anything, with legal ramifications. But do you think there's a chance that if Klay signs elsewhere and Dre gets moved, do you think there's a possibility that Steph acts out?
No, I think he's a lifer. I think he's a Warrior for his career. I think what they're gonna do, if I had to, the only thing they can do, and this is like, I don't even think Klay would accept this, but they need to sign Klay on like a cheap deal. Don't think he'll accept that. He'll probably go to Orlando. Apparently, Orlando wants him.
Yeah, I've seen Orlando and Dallas.
I think they're gonna keep Draymond. No, I think they want Draymond. And then they're probably gonna move Moutier, Kuminga, Wiggins.
They should keep Kuminga.
Maybe Peyton. They'll move as many guys as they can for like quote unquote veterans, not young guys that need a couple more years to like develop, like Kuminga, who have value. And then they're just
I think it's gonna be a hard swing though, only because like
it is, but a
Kuminga's-
lot of guys would want to play with Curry.
Kuminga's deal is also up next year.
You gotta
Well,
keep Kuminga. The parts of the game that I did watch,
I don't think you can keep Kuminga.
I think you can.
Not if you're trying to win now.
I think you have to be out of that mindset at this point.
You have to be in that mindset if you have Curry. He's a top 10 player. You can't have a top 10 guy and not try to win now. You can't do the whole 2 timelines, 1 story type of deal either.
Yeah, that's why you tear it down.
I don't know. But they're not gonna move for Curry.
Well, here.
They would never trade Curry.
We could just go about 2-3 hours.
Oh,
south.
absolutely.
2-3
No.
hours.
We
2-3
could-
hours.
yeah.
No, 2-3 hours south.
Oh,
If I could have Jim Buss in the room right now, I would ask him if he regrets giving Kobe that last contract.
you know what? And I bet you he'd still say no.
He's not his dad,
He's not, but
and they didn't have the best relationship at all.
you could say the same thing about the Mavericks keeping Dirk until he was 41.
But Mark actually liked him.
Okay, and what's his name? The Warriors owner,
Joe Lacob.
Lacob loves Curry.
Yeah.
The whole organization loves Curry. They're not gonna move him.
No.
Maybe if Charlotte gives the house and they send Curry home, so they give him like LaMelo and draft picks and whatever else,
Okay, so
and Curry goes home to play in Charlotte to like rebuild that franchise.
the NBA Wizard spoke to me today, and he threw out a possibility. So there's a guard that's having a less than stellar year this year, and people used to always say, you know,
I know what you're talking about.
he
I know
need-
the exact video you're talking
he
about.
needs he needs more help.
I know exactly.
And for years they're like, oh, imagine if he played in Golden State.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, what
yeah.
if-
Oh,
what if-
I.
What if-
And it's his hometown.
And it's his hometown. What if in a parallel universe, Steph gets traded to Milwaukee for wait for it,
Chris Middleton.
Damian Lillard.
David Lillard. I'll put
Bobby
a bullet through my head.
Portis.
Honestly, I feel like that's the ending he deserves.
I put a bullet through my head. If I see Dame in a fucking Warriors jersey. Anywhere else. I don't want to see Dame in a Warriors jersey.
That was so fitting though.
That would like actually. I don't care.
That's
or
the way
Heat.
it's
I would
supposed
hate
to-
to see him in a Heat jersey too. But
That wouldn't be the most ironic thing ever. Like people used
The
to
whole-
always
the
say,
whole-
like, imagine if he played for the Warriors, and now there you go. You just play with Dre and Clay.
I hate that because like if you ever watch
And still
Dame,
not win.
if you ever and still not win exactly.
I
If
need
you-
more help.
Like Dame always played so good against the Warriors because it's his hometown team, and he wanted to beat him and all this, and
Where
that was
was
like
that?
always a great storyline.
Where was that in 2019?
Whatever. You see CJ McCollum, what he did like yesterday.
Hey, he knew
That was Dame's number one
McCollum
option.
knows he's a folder.
Wait, hold on. You said that was what?
That was Dame's number one option.
I'm glad you said it.
What?
That was his number one option.
Yeah.
Now it's number two. His number one.
Yeah. Who'd be?
I'm saying Dame was the number two.
Oh,
Nah,
stop
fuck
it.
with you. Yeah, came out your mouth.
Come on. That's funny. But no, I don't want to see Dame in a Warriors. Just no, that's gross. And also that team is not going to win now, so he's not going to go there. I think he's going to stay. You know what? I would not be surprised if the Pacers beat him in the first round. This has got really basketball, by the way. If the Pacers beat him in the first round,
We're gonna go to commercial pretty soon.
I would not be surprised if Dame and Giannis leave this offseason.
Well, it's kind of funny you said he's not going to go there. I think last offseason just proved us he doesn't really have a say too much in where he
I guess.
wants
Well,
to go.
that's what happens when you sign
Four-year deal.
a big extension.
Yeah.
He should go. No, he should stay in Milwaukee. I want to see that team actually like not have Doc Rivers as their coach and what they could do.
Doc Rivers. Hey, he didn't. It's the players.
No,
Some
it's
of it's
Doc.
the
They were
players. Some of
30
it
and
is the
13,
players.
and then they went 15.
Some
and
of it is the
15 or
players.
whatever.
Some of it is the players.
Some is the
A lot of it
players.
is Doc and a good portion.
How do you win 30? They were at
They
30
still
wins.
look fuck that record. They still look bad.
They had 30 wins when they fired Adrian Griffin.
31. But yeah.
31,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get to 50 wins by the end
Actually,
of
no,
this year.
30, you're right.
It was 30 and
Yeah,
it was 30 and 15, 30 and 13,
Yeah.
and they couldn't get to 50 wins. I'm sorry, that's on Doc. Also, he's a bad coach. So.
Not when. No.
If he didn't have that 2008 championship, that guy.
I'm gonna be real with you though. Even if they say patch with Adrian, with how they were playing, I had zero worries about playing them in playoffs.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Adrian Griffin was great.
Oh, it had nothing to do with.
But Doc is
him.
worse.
It's the coward.
The coward who? Dame? The coward. That's funny. Whatever. Giannis's Achilles is like on a shoestring right now, so.
Wow, this is a perfect time when Cartier commercial.
Podcast critics
Yeah. If you like critics,
or movies
you enjoy TV shows,
or bad movies
horrible movies,
or great movies.
who knows? Maybe you'll find that next hidden gem movie that you and your family can watch this Christmas.
From kids to adults,
From teenagers to grannies.
to my dog, to your goldfish.
From my insurance agent to your mom.
Check us out, the Backseat Critics.
Every Thursday, new episode.
We're back. Toxic behavior from
Dude, tell me it's not like 2009 Kevin Durant. Like, he's going to come back and that Achilles is going to pop like a
Anywho,
bungee cord.
Anywho, we got more topics to get to. We'll definitely be back to the NBA. But we'll take a break from the NBA to talk about Portland. So came across this wild study, which is, interesting. So this comes from our local news station, Coin6. Shout us out. We report the real news, y'all's news. So
Not the fake news.
not the fake news. So in Portland, Oregon, if you are a single Portland resident making less than $52.90 an hour, you are not living comfortably, according to a 2024 study.
Wait, sorry, could you repeat that? What was that?
If you're not making $52 an hour, you're not living comfortably.
Nice.
That hourly pay equates to 110K.
110K. Yep.
Meanwhile, couples living with 2 children would need to make 200K. No, 300K to live comfortably.
300K.
While the cost of living, premiums, and inflation metrics capture the prices of increasing goods and services, they do not. So pretty much all this is saying,
We're poor.
thank you. But also the 50-30-20 budget recommended to live sustainably with 50% of our salary should not be allocated to our needs. So according to the study, Portland ranks among the worst cities for the highest annual salaries needed for a single adult to live in sustainable comfort, ranking 81st out of 99 cities in the United States. Los Angeles ranks 83 with an required annual salary of 110K on the lower end, and then Seattle on the bit of a higher end, being in the bottom 10 cities at 119K. So, Tay said it best. We're poor. This is bad.
I also think that's capped, though.
You think so?
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's some like Dave Ramsey
'Cause I don't-
requirements right there.
Because I don't make quite that much, and I live comfortably.
Mm.
And I guess comfort is also, subjective.
That's why I wanted to bring up to kind of talk to you about that. Fact Dragon.
So with inflation from
pretty BC.
$56 now. That was the
52.
52.
Crazy. Thank you, Fact Dragon. Damn. Tay actually.
That's per like the U.S.
Okay. Tay and Koss and the Fact Dragon bring up a very interesting thing, because everyone always throws out these things and buzzwords and things like that matter, like comfortably. And I'm glad you guys picked up on that, because I was trying to figure out what is comfortably
Yeah.
to y'all.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably using the whole like rent or your housing should be like 30% of your salary. You should be putting like 50% away. And
That's the
like,
shit I was
yeah,
stumbling
yeah,
on.
yeah.
And I was
yeah,
like,
that's
no.
probably what which is like, that's like the Dave Ramsey system.
Well, getting on private jets like this guy over here.
I know, yeah.
what the fuck?
Touching Boston Marathon.
I'm not going to
shit.
the East Coast like back and forth.
I'm broke.
Every other week.
Mr. Broke.
I am broke.
Anyways, so it's like, yes, like Tay say, like the comfortability. You can absolutely live comfortable in Portland, not making what was that number? 90?
I was like 100.
It was
110.
110.
110,000. Yeah, you can live comfortably not making that much. Now, is it hard these days? Yeah, and I've been saying this, like the new middle class now is like 75K.
Yeah.
When we were kids, it was close to like 50-ish.
I ain't gonna lie, like making 50 when I was a kid, hearing somebody make 50K, that sounded like, oh, okay, you know,
Oh, like
pretty
you're
good.
like
You're doing good for yourself.
You're paying your
Thank
bills.
you.
You're not worried.
When I made first pass like 50K, I was like, damn, I'm really making it. And then I was like, damn, I have nothing.
Dude,
I'm
like it took me
poor.
maybe like a day or two to be like, this is like what?
I need more
This is
money.
nothing. No, yeah. Now if you make like 100K, it's like average.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
like as a kid, if your parents made 100K, you're like,
You're
you had all the
rich.
shoes, you had
Yeah.
everything you needed.
When I was making good money, I was buying both versions of Pokemon. I got red, blue, and yellow just because I could fucking do it. But go ahead.
So I actually went to Smart Asset, which is how much money.
Yep.
50% of your budget should go towards your needs, such as
Well, my 30% is sure going to my hobby.
I wonder where's Chicago rank on that list?
While he's looking that up,
I know the Midwest is pretty good for livability.
I agree as well. Where I would just say this, if I had a different life, if I'm being honest with y'all, because I had a staunch choice between Morehouse and University of Oregon. I know if I would have purchased a big thing in Atlanta, I would just stay there, because what I would have got there, what I got here, I would have mansion, MTV fucking cribs.
Yeah, a bit more conducive to your lifestyle too.
Think so?
Maybe.
Think so? No. I'm trying to. Where are you going with this? That's what I'm saying. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? See, you got these fucking scammers over here with these fake watches and these camo pants. Get the fuck out of here. You guys fucking
Fake watches.
I'm not scammer. No, it's real. It's real. Stop playing with me.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Nah, you funny.
That's funny.
Chicago was actually a little bit cheaper than us because we were at like 52.
Really?
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
Chicago's at 47.38 an hour,
Ooh.
which comes out to about 90.
Well,
Before you say something, when I did to Chicago like a couple years ago, like that motherfucker was kind of expensive, just a little bit, and I was like, I don't think I
because
could
you
live
could get
there.
an apartment in downtown Chicago for like the same price you get one in downtown Portland.
Think so?
Yeah,
Maybe like just a little more. I know because my sister's been looking because they want to do a year in Chicago, and they're like Kasi, it's like and they're like it's like the same price as if we lived like in Portland, and I was like,
Wait, did you just say Kasi?
fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, can we say that?
Fine.
Yeah.
My
Hey, respectfully, his sister is a very, very nice woman.
yeah.
She's dating my variant.
Her husband's name's Robert, but he's white.
He's my variant from another universe. This is my timeline.
White Rob.
White Rob, yeah.
I'm very rich. I'm just trying to get this Rob caught up to the other Rob. It's like, damn
Shut
you.
your ass.
Damn
We're gonna rob him. He also-
They're not going to see this episode.
I'll give the address.
Just for some kind of additional context for other cities around
Mhm.
Denver, Colorado, Atlanta, Georgia, Colorado are all in about the 52.
Damn.
And then
Yeah,
right
that's fair.
next to us is
Really?
yeah,
I thought they'd be worse.
Long Beach,
Mm.
and then it spikes up for Anaheim,
Bro.
New York, New Jersey.
Imagine paying that much to live in fucking Long Beach. Ain't no way.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah, no. No.
So I want to bring this back to put a nice little button on it. Because fact checking, overtime. Love what you're doing. Going back to comfortably, because I think when we kind of throw out the numbers, people are like, ooh, this, and that. I'm just curious because both of you are very successful people for what you both do. And you as well as Andrew, where it's how would y'all define comfortability? Because I feel like it's a spectrum.
I would say it's defined based off of how much you can put in your savings. It's how much money you can put away. So once all your bills are paid, once your entertainment's filled or whatever, how much are you able to then put into your savings account and then have that money stockpile that you can also use to invest in other things.
Yeah. Okay.
That's to me is comfort. How much are you putting away? Not how much you're spending.
I think it's a little bit of that, and then also maintaining whatever your desired lifestyle is, if you can maintain that.
Yeah.
Whether it be, I'm able to buy organic produce somewhere as opposed to eating top ramen 6 days out the week. I know I'm
Buying water.
Yeah, buying water. I know I'm dragging it a little bit, but like for some people that is important.
Sparkling water.
Yeah.
I love sparkling
Sparkling water is disgusting.
I need sparkling water in my life.
Yeah.
Perrier, San Pellegrino. All right.
That's not that bad, but yeah.
No, I appreciate y'all saying that because I feel like we have to talk about the language that we use more, because I'll just say this: if you're listening to this, if you're able to put $5 away, even though it's not 50, it's not 100, you're doing it. it's a growth process. It's there, and comfortable versus, you know, paying your bills, because I hear a lot of what I don't have, and I just want people to have more pride. Like, you're paying your bills, and what you're just doing is just excess. You're trying to build upon that, you know?
Let me ask you something, because I know, like, your rates are, like, 300 an hour or something like that, something crazy like that. No.
Like, I've heard 1,000 for some people.
1,000?
Yeah.
Really?
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, are you eating, like, Morton's and, like, El Gachos, like, five days a week?
First and foremost.
That's crazy.
Respect.
Oh,
I'll
bro,
just-
did you see if he uses Fiji water in his iron.
I'll just say this: when I was
All off the
a
backs of
young
depressed
kid,
people.
I was a bit of an entrepreneur, and I think that's where I'm at in my life right now. And I think a lot of my decisions I made when I was younger really helped inform how I am living right now. And I just took a risk, and you know, every time I step on the show and things like that, that's like that next risk to get us, not just me, us to the next hump and level. Where, to be honest with you, I've said on the show many times, I've retired I want to be a millionaire, and I just want to live comfortably. And if that is at 500K, and that's cool. If I can just procure that, I think I know how to save. I'm a pretty good saver, but I think I just want to be more comfortable in anything, and then just have my friends around.
I ain't gonna lie, you said that. I thought he was gonna say something like 100K, 500K, still in the 1% of the world.
Yeah.
How about 500 for
No, the millionaire dream is dead.
Yeah.
I just need half of it.
I just need double the president's salary.
Yeah.
Okay, 300. Okay, is that better?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We'll
feel like
get there.
getting 5
We'll
is more
get there.
attainable.
You're still over the presidential stat.
Okay,
We'll get there.
is 3 more attainable?
Sure.
Okay.
Anything's attainable.
Anything's the table. Put your mind to it.
All right, I feel like we're going to go back to
Sports
basketball.
betting can get you far away.
Hey, Jontay, bro, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna snitch on you.
I got fun question for you guys before we wrap this up.
What's up?
What's one quote unquote like luxury thing that you can't live without, but you're a little embarrassed how much you like need it in your life?
Damn.
So maybe a little more than comfort, something you're like, I'm gonna spend the money on this.
Give me an example and make me think of
Like, a basic one would be like a good haircut, but I feel like everyone does that nowadays.
oh, that's nice.
I'll say like are you if I go eat a steak, it needs to be like a good steakhouse, not like a Outback steakhouse, you know?
Yeah.
Like it needs to be like at least like a $60 steak if
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna
order a
lie,
steak.
I'll splurge on some fucking food. Like,
Food.
See,
Yeah.
okay. Y'all may not take this as this, but I'll just say this.
what's up?
I don't feel like outing myself.
Go ahead. We here. This is a safe space.
I guess we don't play any games. I think you are a member.
Wow.
I think you're a lifetime member.
Wow. That
Anywho,
took a turn over.
wet wipes for when you go number 2.
Fair.
That's a necessity. Like,
I splurge on the highest premium, like
That's
wet
fair.
wipes.
No, that's
Or like, I'll just say, pause, no Diddy. It gets every corner, you know.
you feel cleaner after.
Exactly.
That's so funny that you went there because mine is similar.
but see, my thing with like something like that or even a haircut, I'm not gonna look. Well, I guess it is technically a luxury.
It is a luxury.
That's cleanliness. Like that's
Some people can't do that.
Now here's
some people don't can and choose not to, which is disturbing to me.
I'll out myself here. This is more of what I'm thinking of along the lines. So when I moved out, I bought myself a bidet that I added to my toilet. Now that's one of those things where I was like, fuck it. I've tried it before, in Japan too, and I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever experienced.
You orgasm?
So can I ask? Do you like? I've never used one.
You can ask anything you want.
Do you-
You can come over and use it if you want.
It's okay.
That
Do you like squat and then it splashes in the glory hole? Or
So
like,
so this is how it works. It's what?
no, keep going.
Okay. It's
Okay.
the way modern bidets are is it's like just attached as the seat.
Mm.
You click a button, you get a remote control, you click a button, a spout comes out, and it washes the area. Like it literally comes out and it shoots a jet. Not quite like that. And it's amazing because then you don't really even have to wipe. I do that. I hit the dryer mode, like a blow dryer.
Wait, there's a blow dryer.
There's a blow dryer. Yeah.
So you're ready for your prosthetic then?
and then after that,
So you literally have had your back blown.
no, that's not. The water doesn't go up in there. No, it's not. It's not an enema. It's not an enema.
The air
It's
does
just
though.
the air does though. Sure, sure. But trust me, once you go bidet, you can't go back. If you watch the South Park episode, you know what I'm talking about.
Once you go bidet, you must.
Whatever, man. You know what? Buy that toilet paper. Buy that Charmin. Smear that shit all you want.
Must turn.
Keep wiping until the toilet paper looks like a Japanese flag. Like
Hey, whoa.
you keep doing that, I'm gonna use my bidet and be a clean boy.
We actually, this episode might get us canceled. We said bums. We said
We talking about Japan. We don't even have to talk about this at length. Are we about to be in World War III? Like we can laugh about this, but like, I'm starting to get nervous.
I'm just waiting until what's the cutoff for getting drafted? Is it 26? Is it 28?
Is it?
I think it is 26.
Hey, we good.
all right, I'm a professional. I'm about to look. I got work with mental health. I can't be there.
I have an extra bone in my foot, so I could.
I'll just
Really?
Yes.
I'll pull a Muhammad Ali. Say my religion won't let me. I don't know. We got there. Anyway, next topic.
So this weekend, guys, I know it's been the last week or so, a lot of talk around, rap beefs and, guys exchanging bars and subtle memes. Well, Drake finally responded. There was a leak on Twitter of a track which has now been titled Push Ups, and he kind of just let the chopper spray. He had some bars for Rick Ross, Metro Boomin, Future, The Weeknd, and Kendrick in particular. He came at Kendrick. At first, when I first heard the song this past Saturday morning, I was like, all right, this is kind of light in terms of like a direct response to him. The more I went back and listened to it, I was like, okay, no, he actually had some shit here. And reference, maybe Kendrick got out of his situation with Top Dog because of his money splits and wasn't actually making the money that he should have been. A lot of people have speculated that previously as far as like why he made the transition to just distributing his music through PG Lane directly through Interscope. He also made a play on words with Kendrick's wife's name, Whitney, and more or less insinuated that she may or may not have had some relations with a member of Kendrick's crew. So I'm curious on how he responds to this, if there's, going to be immediate response with the song, if they end up getting on the phone like, hey, this is going somewhere that's past music. I'm not really like trying to rap at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys like the song? Did you listen to it at all?
I have not listened to it. I'm sorry.
I listened to it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a great response to push and move the needle. Where I think Kendrick's song was very subtle lines, little bars here, the small things get people go, oh. But Drake was actually like, go play some sticks, you little dumbass.
Yeah.
Play some drums, you dumbass nigga. And then Ross, you fat.
Bro,
and then
speaking of playing the drums, did you see what this fool did
at Magic City?
Yes. He literally, for viewers that just don't know, he paid for an entire drum line to then play outside of Magic City yesterday, knowing that Metro was inside there.
When you have that type of money, that's the type of trolling you could do.
And I don't know if you saw, so Metro and Future are supposed to go on tour, and people on the tour dates is happening in Toronto. And, people have said for years now, Drake pretty much controls the border there. I wonder if he's going to flex his power and get that shit canceled somehow.
Interesting. My favorite trend right now is Twitter pulling up old GQ photos of the three guys.
Yeah.
Of Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole.
Yeah.
Those have been on my on my timeline. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think Kendrick has to respond. He's not gonna be like J. Cole and be like, "Oh no, I don't like it." This no. I think J. Cole will respond, or Kendrick will respond. But I don't think it's a style though to be like overly aggressive like Drake is. His style is much more subtle, much more like make it think about.
Overly aggressive in terms of delivery or the content.
Delivery.
I feel like I feel like that his delivery was aggressive, but his content really wasn't. And when I say that, I mean like it came off to me more like on some, I rap better than you, like fuck a big three, it's a big me, but you're not attacking him, if that makes sense.
I see what you're saying. That might be the
And
case.
like I could like swap.
Do you think he's gonna keep going that way, or do you think he's gonna bring up the Adonis stuff?
To me, it's like a beating a dead horse at this
Fair.
point. If you want to attack some shit, I would like kind of like how Rick Ross, he actually dropped a response track as well.
Mid.
Kept calling him a white boy. If you want to make
Racist.
funny.
Racist.
If you want to make a
Drake has a gambling problem.
he
Everyone knows
does.
that.
If you want to make a play on that and talk about him being in blackface and how that was actually on brand for a white man, that something there.
Yeah. Anita Maxwin.
All I gotta say is, everyone's asked Drake to do stuff. He's come through. He did exactly what we asked for. I think we don't give him enough credit for delivering because everyone really wants him to fucking
Die. I'm telling you, as career. No, people have been wanting his run 10 for a while, whether you like him or not.
I'll just say this. I just hope when we're at this moment, right? At this whole everything, right? Let's say Drake passes, right? I don't want Kendrick being like, yeah, he was a great. I don't want any of these
Generational
people.
haters, what you want?
No, I'm just saying keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. My thing is because like maybe this is like my headcanon where it's like, God forbid this man dies tomorrow. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, Drake this, Drake that.
I wish we would have put things aside.
No, you didn't.
No,
No,
I
you
see what you're
didn't.
saying. I agree.
It's just like
And you know that's going to happen too.
just like you began the show about. Keep that. Hey, sometimes you gotta run a motherfucker over the car. That's why sometimes I can really appreciate the Kendrick Lamar energy, where it's kind of like, nah, Cole, stay on that shit. Or like Cole knew he had to say something because Kendrick was that type of person.
I think Cole honestly let social media hype him up into responding, and I've heard this from a good source that after hearing Drake's response, that's when he was like, okay, this is going somewhere that I don't necessarily want to get myself involved with, because I actually do have respect for this man. And even if we're not the best of friends, we do have a relationship, which actually gave me a new perspective, because I was calling him J-Ho, and like
I'm still gonna call him J-Fold.
Yeah. But with that, especially, I don't know how y'all feel about this. When somebody's spouse is mentioned, I don't give a damn if it's rap.
Okay.
That then goes into a different pocket of like how I'm gonna handle you.
So barring that one small part, I do agree with you there. But once again, all fair. Literally, you was just talking about this last week. You was talking about, hey, anything's up for grabs.
It is.
But sorry to cut you off. My only point is with the whole J. Cole thing. Like, I'm glad that he was smart enough to be like, all right, this is getting out of my hands. But once again, we just can't erase that you was calling out everybody for like the last 2 years, and now, that's a generational L for my dude J. Cole.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I love him.
It is for sure. My thing is like, if he puts the record out, then here's what Drake's response is gonna be, and then it's like, okay, like I know once this is received by the masses and he hears this is then going to get into something deeper than I rap better than you, and some of the stuff that I can't remember if I touched on it last time I was here, or if we just like was talking about it, me and you.
No, you were trying to talk about his mom.
Yeah, like it's like there's certain stuff that like Kendrick has let out in his music that might get touched on, and if I have a certain level of respect for you as a man, I don't even want to be in the midst of all this shit going on.
And that's the part where I will give him his kudos, and I would rather if him just said that rather than being like knowing.
Well, how do you say that without saying it?
Hey man, I heard.
I
Drake's,
don't like where this is going.
Wait, I don't like where this is going. I just heard Drake's diss track. Or don't say anything at all. Don't say anything at all. My homie literally said J. Cole should have said nothing.
They should just like
said nothing.
Exited stage left.
Just like the game should have said nothing. Can't be saying that in Compton, man. Come on, how even I know that? So
Even Robert knows that.
Even Robert knows that.
a lot of bleeping, but
Didn't even know what the Seattle hat meant last week.
I know
You didn't.
I didn't. But once again, you know,
I learned you something.
you did. Bringing it back to Drake, I think Drake did a very good rap response, and I think that's what a lot of lyricists get on him about. I think he'll never escape the ghostwriting thing, but when it comes to response, he fucking did that.
It keeps it hip hop.
He definitely did that, and I think we gotta give him his flowers. Is it more playable than Straight Like That? No, not really. Or would you play that disc again? Like I still have Back to Back on my iPod.
It's weird because I'm a real with you. Like That wasn't that crazy of a record to me. If Like That didn't have Kendrick's verse on there and his name carrying that a little bit, I think Type Shit would have been the single from the album.
Okay. Say that.
Because when I was in Chicago this past weekend, that was all that was getting played.
Type Shit?
Yeah. Because it was much easier bop than playing shit. You know.
Codeine music.
Yeah.
Drug Lord.
Music. You meet any women out in Chicago?
Bro, what are we doing?
I just wanted to see how did it compare to Portland women.
Wait, it's okay. They ain't gonna make it this far in the episode. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
How do Chicago women compare to Portland women?
You know what's crazy? Most of the women I met while I was out there, you know, 'cause I was out of clubs, just meeting people and stuff. They weren't from Chicago. Walking the streets though, Portland's kind of slept on. I'm not gonna lie in terms of like the amount of beautiful women we have here.
Fair.
I wasn't to know.
You
That's the realest. That's the realest scrunched up face I've seen out of you ever,
bro. We got some joints. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll just say this:
the Midwest also has some.
The Midwest has some.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
You know,
So I'm not even gonna name drop.
Some big mamas.
I'm not even gonna name drop. The one I told you about that I fumbled before.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Could she not hold her own with any woman?
Exactly.
So like, look, we got some. choices.
Maybe like in California, she'd have competition.
In California,
She might as well. But she can hold her own.
She
with
can hold
anyone.
her own. Yeah, definitely California. I'll just say this. Something about the Midwest shawties. I'm saying
They're a little ugly.
Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie though. I did know people one thing: the further east you get, the higher the tattoos get.
Oh, where in Chicago or just America?
Just like in America, period. But I was like, damn, why half the women I'm seeing they got neck tats and shit. And tattoo placements are like a very big thing with me when it comes to women.
You're not a fan of the neck tattoo?
It has to be the right tattoo. If you're gonna get anything above your shoulders, it has to be placed.
I could only
very
on a woman. I could only see it like on the spine going up. Outside of that, I can't do anything like here. No.
I feel like this should be a bigger podcast.
Hand tattoos.
Hand tattoos, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so particular. I'm so particular with tattoos.
But I also say don't get cheap tattoos.
Yeah.
I like a tattoo arm sleeve to make sense.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
When are you gonna get some?
I'm actually about to get another one here in about 2 weeks.
All right.
Probably get this side, another piece added here, and then in the fall finish it off.
Damn.
Just half sleeve. This side's for buckets.
Nice.
Bucket. Nigga, I thought you were talking about bucket hats.
No.
Fucking weak. I'm not gonna lie. I think this was actually my most funnest episode of the year.
This was good.
This is actually hilarious. I'm gonna have a lot of bullshit to edit. I remember. I'm gonna double check with you a couple stuff. I respect your career.
Thank you.
I'm Cartier Rob.
Take forward.
I'm Kazi.
It's very adorable when she says it. It's very actually.
Rob's been there.
I don't try to rag him too much because that's.
Are you the youngest sibling?
I'm the youngest. Yeah.
I'll just say this: I had
I'm the
opportunity
baby.
to work with his beloved sibling.
Yeah, they worked at the same place.
And let's just say this: she's a person out of respect.
Okay.
And oh no, she loves her brother. I respect that.
Sometimes.
Or at least what I see.
There you go.
If you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. The most dangerous podcast, about to be mainstream, upstream, downstream, all the good things. Like, comment, subscribe. We out.
Probably wondering if I think of you. Sorry, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, I'm for the bag right now. Yeah, for the bag that I never had. Yeah, you probably mad right now. Yeah, I got a 2-piece now. Shit, I think they call them groupies now.